I'm honored to be here to present to you my experience and knowledge in teaching profession. My name is Teacher Jefferson Komenda and I'm from Kenya. I have a bachelor degree in education science and a teaching license from Teacher Service Commission in Kenya. I have been teaching physics and chemistry in high school for the last 8 years. When it comes to my teaching approach, I believe each student has individual needs and therefore I tailor my classes towards what works well for them. My interests and hobbies are listening to music, community involvement, reading educational books and articles, watching rugby sports, and gardening. I became a teacher because of my passion for learning. I get pressure from enabling my students develop and realize their learning goals. As a teenager, I was helped and guided by many fantastic teachers. For example is Mr. Kawara, my physics teacher, whose commitment in teaching I admired. He not only helped me excel academically, but taught me many valuable life lessons. These experiences played a key role in my pursuit in career in teaching, especially in sciences. I have been a considered rugby coach and referee for the last 7 years. The teams I've trained have taken part and won various championships. For instance, last time we competed up to national levels where we emerged position 3 out of 8 competing schools. I have been teaching physics and chemistry to learners between ages 13 to 18 years, which is equivalent to grade 9 to 12. Prepare my lesson plan in advance on weekend by gathering teaching and learning resources and preparing lesson notes. I plan for transition to allow movement of students from one activity to another. My lesson plan include learning objectives, teaching strategies, and assessment. To begin with, my objectives are based on learning standards. I always make sure my objectives are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. My teaching strategies are: number 1, direct instruction, and number 2, small group or collaborative learning. Finally, I plan for my assessment tool. I make sure my assessment tool is quick yet accurate. The two major teaching strategies I commonly use and find to be more effective are inequality-based learning, whereby I organize experiments and allow students to ask questions, investigate, and explore scientific concepts. If one enters in my classroom, he or she will get my learners engaged in active discussion, collaborative group work, carrying out experiment, recording data, drawing graphs, and gamification. All this helps learner in critical thinking and retention of knowledge. As a teacher, I understand that evaluation plays a critical role to test whether learning has taken place or not. Some of the methods I use to evaluate my learners include formative and summative evaluation. I use summative evaluation during and after a lesson, whereby students raise their hands when asked a question. In collaboration with other teachers, we use summative evaluation at the end of the term. We normally come together as a team and discuss some of the topics to be tested at the end of the unit. This helps us to know the progress of our learners. When it comes to ICT integration, I use a variety of ICT tools. For instance, I use a laptop and projector to display science simulations, videos, pictures, and charts. This helps students to understand science concepts. I also use Google Team and Google Classroom to create a virtual class whereby I share notes, assignments, and videos, and whatever material I want to share with my students. Regarding to Smartboard, I haven't used it in my school since it is not available. I have only interacted with the Smartboard in an institutional scientific research committee in Kijabe Hospital, where I am a array member, and I believe I can quickly learn how to use it. I mostly use Energizers to regain my student attention. Additionally, I move from my current position to the middle to regain their attention. I also use teaching strategies like call and response clap back technique. I had a student who was a bit disruptive in my class. Most of the time, he could barely sit for 10 minutes. He could rise and move around the class, disrupting others. I gave him verbal warning, which I realized was not working. I talked to his parents, whom we reasoned together. And after listening from the parent, I realized the student had attention deficit disorder, ADD, which helped me to understand the student better. I adjusted his sitting position so that he was not disrupting others when he was standing. So I made him to sit at the back where he could stand and stretch while others were learning. I really made my class more interactive. This really helped him to concentrate in class, and he was able to perform well in his final year examination. Last term, I taught my learners a topic on Newton's law of motion using traditional lecture method. I realized most of the learners had a problem in grasping theoretical concept, and also had hard time when it came to problem solving. I decided to reteach the lesson using more hands-on approach, whereby students designed an experiment to investigate Newton's law of motion in groups. In their groups, they used small carts, weights, and ramps to see how force and mass affect acceleration. Then they collected and analyzed data. From the feedback I received after the lesson, I realized the adjustment helped, and I opted to continue using a more interactive method in my future lessons. Thank you.